Good evening.
Hi. You guys hear us all right?
Hopefully.
Wi-Fi's not the greatest here, so hopefully we've got a good connection.
Are we loud and clear?
Can you hear us? Oh, yep. There's all the comments.
Wow.
Okay, Wi-Fi's not great here.
Yeah.
Went from no comments to a lot of comments, so sorry, guys.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, Michael. Paul, how are you?
Aiden, how's it going?
Rose, hi. Yogi.
Jennifer.
Oh, Bevan's in the house. Mr. Kiwi, Catherine.
Hi, Catherine.
How are you? Cheers.
Yeah.
Happy Friday.
Yes. Hope everyone's had a good week so far.
We need like a catchphrase like Happy Friday or like I don't know.
You need to work on that one. So
Cool.
we are in Hokitika Holiday Park at the moment. And it's been, a really fun couple nights. Yeah. It's a really cool playground. The kids have been enjoying it. It's been good. Hi, Rose.
Nice. The orange one too, Rose.
Oh, I'm jealous.
That's some pretty cool colours to the caravans, eh?
Yeah.
Which is quite neat. They always stick out when you see them on the road.
Yeah.
Hey, little camper, how are you? Yeah, so we've been kind of just chilling out the last week, eh?
Yeah.
We came to Hokitika Easter. I want to say Easter this year. It's been a week in the mud and the rain, and so we came back this time, but we've kind of done all the walks and
we revisited a few places that we'd been to, but mostly just admin week, right?
Yeah. So we're waiting on mail this week. So we came to a campground. We've been here for a couple of nights just to receive mail from home and some stuff for the Christmas giveaway, which we'll show you in a bit. But it's kind of funny, eh?
Yeah.
The harder part of living on the road, getting your mail.
Yeah. It's been a bit of a struggle actually, trying to coordinate it with timings. And,
Yeah.
Mum sent the kids down a package of books as well, so they've been having a great time this afternoon reading them.
Yeah, I got a sack of coffee in the mail, which is good because
more beans.
Been quite hard to find decent coffee down on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rose, I bet you're looking forward to it. And good choice of the Ford Ranger as well.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, it's a good choice for a tow vehicle.
Yeah.
Seems to be the go-to way.
We would love one. Finances allowed.
Yeah.
We can dream, right?
Oh, we're a bit fuzzy, little camper. Huh. Let me just double check. It may be our internet here because our internet's a bit terrible.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, Catherine is still in Auckland. Stuck.
You guys look like you're getting close though. I was looking at the numbers today, close to 90%.
Getting there.
Yeah.
Getting there.
Doing better than some of the DHBs, so that's good.
Yeah, Chris, the weather's been good this week. There's been a couple of days of drizzle, but nothing to keep us inside, right? We've still been out.
It's pretty warm. It's been surprisingly warm down here. It's kind of funny because like the campground's just back from the main road, and it's like been raining in the hills all day and like black thunderstorms in the hills, and then like here it's been sunny.
It's been fine,
yeah. So it's strange. It's kind of, I'm not sure what it is, but it's gets kept away. And we went up to the gorge and it was drizzling on the way out. So it's been good. We didn't really bother filming much this week. We just kind of chilled out and
caught up on things.
Yeah, got the mail, put our feet up for a bit.
Yep.
We're off tomorrow to Fox Glacier. So that area, we've been through there years ago, but
years, like
I don't remember when. 2010
years ago at least.
I don't really remember it, to be honest with you.
I think we had like a week and a half in a camper van and we went from Christchurch.
That's right.
Down
to Queenstown up, and it rained the whole time we were on the West Coast, so looking forward to going down there. And just continuing our way south. So it's the plan. Sorry, steady boy. I wonder what's up. Might just be it could either be the lights in here or the camera. Sorry.
I think it's the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. I think I've got all the normal settings on. Camera.
Sorry, guys, bear with us.
This is just dirty. I'm not sure, sorry. Fox Glacier. So there's a few walks and stuff you can do there. Harvey, quiet please.
We still have.
There's a few walks there, and there's an NZMCA park there you can stay at. So little camper. If you see a lifeboat off the coast, it's not the Tampa people. I bet you guys are itching to get out. Yeah, that's interesting that you say about the cold down here, because you smell it. Yeah, you definitely smell it. I noticed in Greymouth recently, we kind of hovered around that Greymouth area for a couple of weeks, going up Pancake Rocks and sort of inland Reefton area. And the people burn coal and you smell it. It's interesting. Out at night, it's kind of you don't smell that up north. It's I can't imagine it's great for lungs and that. I don't know. Whoa, did that just freeze?
Yeah. Oh no.
Sorry, we froze for a second then. Harvey is cute, but he's being a monkey.
He's still wide awake, mucking around with toys in his bunk, which is fine as long as he doesn't wake up the girls.
Yeah.
And I also asked him if I could be in the live stream.
He also asked if he could be in the live stream. He wanted us to let you know that, and we said no. So he gets very.
Still coming down.
Yeah.
Stop there.
You are not coming down.
Yes, I am. So now, then it is.
Shh, you can come say hi, but as long as he doesn't wake the girls up. Shambles tonight, and I got this giant pimple on my head. Look at that. In my 30s, and I'm still getting pimples. Oh, thanks, Rose. Yeah, the girls are fast asleep right now. Somehow they sleep through Harvey being a monkey and us talking, and we can do the dishes and stuff. It's kind of strange. It's like when they first go to sleep, for the next like 2 or 3 hours, they sleep really solid. Like we can do the dishes, put the jug on, whatever. They'll stay asleep. But then like around midnight, if you go to the toilet, they'll just wake up. So yeah, it's kind of it's strange how they sleep over, girls.
Yeah. Harvey will just come say hi. So we thought we could let him.
Yeah. It's not a school night, so.
And of course, I'm not actually even at that age yet. He's just talking rot.
Talking rot, aren't we?
Yeah.
Tell everyone about the playground at this campground.
They said there was a free named pirate ship, and then there was actually a free named tower instead of a free named pirate ship.
There's a 3-story tower here at this at this campground, a playground, and the flying fox goes off the top. And he went down the flying fox, and there's like a rope that hangs off the bottom of the flying fox with a steel ball on the end, so you can pull the flying fox back up. And he hit the end of the flying fox, and that rope came up, and the ball hit him between the eyes. Right there.
Like here, and then the next time I came on it, I crossed my legs and hold it still, and then it didn't.
It worked well, didn't it?
Yeah. Thanks to you, Mum.
You want to sit in our bed and read for a bit? Very good. All right, look at all this. Oh, thanks.
Saying hi.
Thanks, Study Boy. I wondered if you'd like the old. You guys need to come down here at some stage, or you guys up there that love exploring stuff. That was a cool spot. Also, in the next video, we went and did like a walk through some old gold workings, but you could actually go into the tunnels that they dug. They dug really these tunnels in there that were we kind of deduct, but that was neat.
To remember, some had a fence in front that you can.
Yeah, some were fenced off, and some you could go in.
We saw glowworms down there, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And we saw a green one.
A green one?
Yeah. Green glowworm.
Green glowworm. Yeah.
It's just the glow of it was green.
Yeah, little camper. The pancake rocks are cool, eh?
Yeah, you should go there.
There's a cool freedom camping spot just down the road that someone else, another family that are traveling around, put us onto.
McMillan Road, yeah.
Just a car park right by the beach, like a dirt road, gravel car park at the end, and we had the place to ourselves. So it was rocks. It was pretty amazing.
Yeah, and there was a really cool cave walk at the end of the beach. That was awesome. Hey.
Just beach to ourselves. The only strange thing, which we talk about in our next video coming out this weekend, is we woke up the last night we were there. In the middle of the night, our smoke alarm started going off. Not our CO2 gas alarm, our smoke alarm. And we woke up and turned the alarm off.
Checked the caravan. Nothing was burning down.
And then we heard chainsawing. Like full on like chainsaw outside.
Outside the caravan at like midnight.
At midnight, yeah.
Yeah. And we were the only ones in this freedom camping.
And then no one around for miles.
We don't normally freedom camp as well because we don't particularly like the lack of security with when we've got kids on board and you can't just jump in the caravan and drive off if there's people being silly. So we typically don't freedom camp, and then
we freedom camp if there's other people around.
Yeah, last week we did.
And you weren't allowed to take any wood from that beach, but then someone...
No spoilers, yeah, here you go.
And then someone cut out some wood at night, and then they took it to where they were taking it.
Yeah, so we were pretty shattered, and we went back to sleep. We had both girls in our bed. We were pretty tired. Back to sleep. I woke up again at 2 a.m. and there was still chainsawing going on. It was a full moon as well, so it was really light outside. And the chainsaw would have been 20 meters away.
Not even that.
Like it was loud, but we were just tired, so we went back to sleep.
Don't worry.
Yeah, lock the door, a little plastic lock on the
fine,
door.
right? There's only just some weirdo out with a chainsaw in the middle of the night next to it.
Anyway, the next day we got up and we saw that there was heaps of sawdust on the ground, and it looked like native timber, like a really dark sawdust. And there was a local guy there who I was just chatting to, and he said people take wood off the beach for carvings because that whole area around the Pancake Rocks is a marine reserve, and you can't take like sticks or shells.
From the beach,
you can't take anything off the beach. You can't fish there, but you can't take driftwood or anything off the beach. So he said probably on a full moon they go down there in the night and chainsaw up the wood, and interesting night.
Yeah.
But yeah, awesome spot down there. And yeah, you're right, Chris. If you go where Chelsea took us up as the tide was coming in, that was Chelsea's plan for the Pancake Rocks, and it's pretty amazing when you just see a wave. Like the rocks are kind of these kind of stacks of pancake rocks, but then there's also these kind of caves under. The wave kind of comes into this pool almost,
yeah,
and goes under the water and just booms and sprays up everywhere, like blowholes basically. And that was pretty awesome, man. Mm-hmm. You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had a great little kind of week around that area, and we went to Lake Brunner as well. So that's all in the next video coming up.
We actually had planned to go to Lake Brunner Lodge for a couple of nights. I'd seen a few months ago the owners of it were posting all over social media
trying to get... playground here has a sand pit.
The owners were trying to get people to come and park up, and it was like $10 a van to come and park up at this lodge, and it was right by the lake, and there was a walk to the falls there and all sorts. So we thought, we'll do that. It had been on our list for ages, and we drove all the way out there on a gravel road for ages, and we get out there and it's got new management and they don't want people parking up anymore.
And he was pretty rude about it.
Yeah. Oops.
So we carried on. It's funny you say Kumara study boy, because that's where we ended up going, didn't we? To the junction there.
We did, yeah, to the honey cafe.
There's a honey cafe there you can stay at. But Lake Brunner,
thanks for the Nathan one.
I press the button and they show up and then they go away.
So people can see what comment we're talking about.
It is really cool though. The all the freedom camping the Grey Mouth or Grey District Council put on it. So like Lake Brunner, you can stay right by the lake, where there are like homes that must be $1 million. Like you're in the car park on the lake by the toilets.
Yeah,
and you can stay there for 3 nights.
Was it 3?
Or two nights?
2, yeah, it's usually 2.
Greymouth as well. You can stay like by the bridge, or you can stay out by the breakwater on the northern side, which is pretty awesome. We stayed there in like a gale rains and storms and wind and stuff.
It was quite cool seeing it rolling over the beach though. But,
Punakaiki was freedom camp. That was the same, all under that same umbrella. So it's kind of cool to see councils
actually promoting it.
Yeah, promoting it.
Yeah, being proactive with that was really neat.
Yeah. So yeah, had a good week there. Yeah, it's interesting, Shannon? It was kind of a weird mix of being really tired with the girls, and we had like a hot day. So like when you're just hot and tired and you just can't be bothered, and you're like someone's chainsawing outside.
Psychos.
Well, I didn't know. Like,
I stayed awake for a wee bit.
I was going to say, like, I put my head out the door.
I was like, well, I'm not going outside to find out what they're up to.
I put my head out the door and I thought, that's a chainsaw. But then I was like, well, I'm tired as well. So I don't know.
Mommy should have gone out there.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here's one add to the list.
Okay, Joe.
Poor group.
Nice. A place to go.
Can you stay there, Shannon, or is it? I've been adding all your tips to our Google Maps list. I'll leave that one too. Yeah. Oh, there's a campground there, is it? Here we go. Save. Want to go. The list should be places Shannon recommended that we should go. Oh, is that right?
What is
it? How do you say it then?
So it's not kumara like the vegetable then. Kumara. Didn't know that. Oh, we didn't pronounce it out loud to anyone.
No, we didn't have to say it. So
yeah.
Lucky.
Rose, yep, we'll go to Francois Glacier. I don't know how close you can get to the
What does it say?
The glaciers.
Will you go to Franz Josef Glacier?
Because I don't know if you can see much from the lookouts anymore. You know, it's just been receding. I suppose it's the right word. I know you can walk up. I think you can walk up the river to them, from memory. Can't you?
I think so.
But
Or
I don't
you
know if
can
you
do
can...
the tours.
Yeah.
Like on top of them, but I don't know.
Well, you can do take an aeroplane up there or something. Ah, yeah, there's a nice campground there.
Like an airplane there. What's that?
Like Matheson's on our list
that's
already.
on the list. Yeah, that looks amazing. The photos of that place.
What does it say, Daddy?
Let's pop down and do the Lake Matheson walk near Fox Glacier.
No.
Do that for sure.
Time for bed.
No, I'm just watching.
I'm just watching.
Yeah.
You can sit behind us and read if you want.
You do that.
I'm my info. Good.
There's stuff behind you, watch out.
Oh yeah, don't just
I give them.
Not yet.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to going down to
I
the
just give them to you and you.
When we need them, yeah. Okay.
going down that far.
Harvey.
Just jump over there.
Okay, I'll let you off. GPS check.
Oh, Chris, is it? There you go. About a 2-hour walk to the glacier, Franz Josef. Yeah. It's probably something we'd do if we didn't have the kids. I don't know if you take kids in them anyway. So that's just probably a bit expensive.
We could take turns.
Kind of fun to do together.
I know, but there's so many things on this trip that have been like, even like the whale watching and stuff. It's like, well, we can do it. We just can't do it together.
Yeah. Also, I've seen on Instagram, Mount Cook, Halleys and ski planes. They have a plane. I think it's a porter or something, a tail dragger, but it's on skis and they land on the glacier, and that looks pretty cool as well. That'd be pretty unique.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll be back down this way again someday. Yeah. So we're going to carry on. We're going to Franz Josef. We'll probably go all the way down to Port Jackson. Jackson Bay. We have to be back in Wanaka around the 10th of November for some Christmas giveaway stuff. We got the last of our prizes arriving for that at Wanaka, so we're going to bombard stay there a night and just get a bunch of posts sent there.
Yeah.
I
feel sorry for them.
We have a big office there.
Yeah.
We're going to some coming in the next couple of weeks to show you.
Yeah.
Then Mount Cook. Go to Mount Cook for a bit. And then we want to go back to Tekapo for the Lupins.
And Twizel.
Yep.
Twizel we missed because of the Hallfrost.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do too.
He does too, so I guess we'll go. Yeah, that's the...
And I'll go and do the airplane with the skis on it too.
Yeah. So that's our kind of loose plan to take us into December,
Yeah.
Provided there's no more COVID cases in Christchurch and things don't go strange down here.
Oh no.
Went to Franz Josef about 11 years ago, but wasn't able to walk close to it. Oh, okay. I've heard of that, of people you're not being allowed to hike up the river sometimes, or I don't know if it's just a sort of river. I don't know if there's a path. I remember we
need to research clearly. We haven't. We're just like, where should we go? Oh, well, let's go to that area.
We'll do it tomorrow.
We don't even know where we're staying.
We'll do it when we're there tomorrow.
We don't even know where we're going to stay tomorrow.
There's NZMZA Park in Fox.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Try go there. We went years ago in the pouring rain. We had like a photo of us in our snowboard jackets and pants, and you can hardly see it, from the lookout now. It's pretty amazing driving. So there's a road that goes up to the glacier, and there's these kind of plaques that say where the glacier was. Like in the 1800s, it was here, and then you drive further up the road, and then you get to the car park, and it's like it was here in the 80s or whatever, and then you see it way off in the distance. So yeah, it's obviously not going to be around forever. But
no.
Oh, here you go. Get the glaciers mixed up. Okarito is near Franz Fox, is further south.
Oh, okay. An hour each way is doable.
Yeah. What's the path like, Shannon? Is it, are you walking up the river, or is it, I guess our level of fitness. we could carry the girls up, I suppose, for that. Yeah.
Harvey could do an hour each way, I reckon. As long as the track's all right. He did that at Abel Tasman, so.
Yeah.
When I went with Mum and Dad.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, Robert, we didn't think of the poster, Jay, so some of the, I think some of the prizes might have to be New Zealand only.
I think most of them will have to be.
Because some of them are too big. It's probably the odd one that could be. I didn't think of dressing up as Santa, though, Bevan. That's an interesting idea. Let's go. Oh, no.
There
we go. Sorry. Here we go. The path is okay. It's not the river water.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Aiden, how do we win? We give the details now?
Might as well. Yeah.
So we initially thought we were going to do one big giveaway, and then we had a chat and we were like, why don't we spread the cheer around a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
So we thought we'd split it across 12 days. So
12 days of Christmas.
Yeah, we'll have one video coming up on YouTube for each of those days, which will tell you what the prize is for that day and how to enter. So what you need to do beforehand is make sure you have a YouTube account. So you can log in and you can comment on our videos.
Yeah. Which you do if you have a
Gmail
account. You have a YouTube account. Yeah. So.
Yeah. And subscribe to our channel, and then just watch the videos as they come out on each of those 12 days, and do what we ask. It'll just be random things like,
we're just going to ask a question.
Yeah,
each
like,
video
where's your favourite campground to stay at? And you just have to comment and let us know, and then everyone who tells us goes in the draw for that day.
Yeah.
And then on the 15th of December, we'll do a big draw.
Probably live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let you know who's won. And then we have the fun job of packaging everything up and sending it out to you guys.
Yeah, so we won't kind of like ask you to go follow X, Y, and Z. It's just like,
it's going to be
comment under the video. Yeah. We'll ask a question of the day, like,
you don't have to write
your favorite animal or whatever, and then the questions will just be randomly drawn. So spinning wheel, everyone's names in there, and then go from there. So
it'll be a bit of fun though. We've had some amazing prizes come through from companies. We'll show you some.
No, we won't, because of that. Someone just said, "What is Harvey doing?"
Oh, he's hiding all the prizes.
He's hiding all the prizes, Catherine. Can you pass them over?
Sure. He's already got one. So I've been arranging them where I want them. Look.
He's been arranging.
Card.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Just there.
Thank you. It's important. So Liquid Laundromats gave us a little $100 prepay card to do laundry at any Liquid that has the card swipers, which is awesome.
One cool thing I was excited about is we got the updated version of our GPS tracker that's in this caravan. So this caravan has a Orchid in it, which is a GPS tracker.
Can I show where our other one is? It's under a black cover here.
Don't show people where it is.
It's
a secret.
We're going to change that now.
Okay, well, if you ever steal our caravan, that cupboard, snip the wires. This is cool, though. So what Orchid have done now, so the little GPS tracker we've got in that cupboard now that you all know about, is wired into the caravan. So it gets power, right? And Orchid came up with this cool design where it's a solar panel. It's an all-in-one GPS tracker that's a solar panel in this little plastic case. You stick this to your roof, like up on your roof. No one would notice, right? Little thin black thing. It's all in one. GPS tracker.
Easy.
Charges from solar. You don't need to wire it in. So that's pretty cool. So the team up at RSC in Auckland, who do loads of caravan TVs and satellites and all that sort of thing.
What else do you want?
They're an Auckland supplier, and they gave us 2 of them, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, so 2 of you guys will get your hands on these.
We should have just said there was 1. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And
What else we got, Harvey?
we have 2 of these.
So you guys, a lot of you guys have mentioned how much you love our New Zealand scratch map that's on the wall. So the folks at O'Brien Collective gave us 2 to give away as well. So we've got 2 little scratch maps.
So that's the map where you have all the dots that have all the places in New Zealand. And you basically scratch these little silver dots off as you travel around the country.
Mm-hmm.
This is the map that...
Get the next stuff.
Just wait, honey.
We're trying to complete this map on our wall, but there's a dot all the way down on Stewart Island.
So it looks
right
like we're going
to New Zealand.
Stewart Island.
So that's going to be a real pain. So yeah, they gave us a couple of those. They got a gold version, which is pretty cool.
It's a neat one.
And wait till you see these other stuff.
These other stuff.
Your favourite towel.
So Debs at Stoked NZ sent us a family pack of these awesome hooded Turkish towels. So they are perfect for when you're at the beach and you want to get dressed on the beach out of your togs after you've been for a swim, or just chuck it on over top after you've been swimming. They're awesome. So we've got little family 4-pack as well.
We also got a ton of stuff from Thetford. From Wallex.
Shorelink. Shorelink are the New Zealand distributors for Wallex, and they sent us
a whole box full of toilet caravan related toilet and cleaning stuff.
The Eliminate odor absorbers, Assure odor eliminator for your tanks, for grey tank water stuff.
Pre-worn beanies.
Top tanks, liquid flush tank rinse. There's a t-shirt in there. There's
don't put it on.
Porta Pour cassette deodorizer as well.
What's that for?
So, good tank stuff.
I'll pass them all over to me.
So Harvey can have a rummage.
No, I'm just looking.
We've also got stuff under our bed we didn't dig out, which we'll dig out next live stream. But
there's not even half of it, right? We've got loads more coming. So it's getting exciting now. It's getting really real now that all the prizes start rolling in. We're very excited.
And we're giving them all away to you because we're sick of them filling up our cupboards. I know, Rose. Stewart Island. We kind of want to go, but we've got to. Yeah.
And me too. I won't go.
Oh, good.
He wants to go, so that's good. So we can go then. Aiden. They're pretty cool, those little trackers. The other one that I've got, these are the Orchid Light, these ones. I think I've got the Orchid Plus, I want to say, in the cupboard. But they're not too bad to wire in, and they've also got a battery in them, which is cool. So do these ones. So they have a battery as well. So if someone stole your caravan and parked it in a shed, or if they stole this caravan and you disconnected the battery, that thing's got a little battery in it as well for 30 days. So it's kind of cool. It's a bit tricky. Sorry, Bevan, I know you're an Aussie, but it wouldn't be economical for us to ship a box of toilet chemicals over. But I think some of the smaller stuff, we'll definitely do the lighter stuff, I think, is open to everybody. And then, right. Excuse, I think it would bug us if we went home. I should share the map sometime in a video, but the whole top half of the South Island is red. So when you scratch them out, they go red. So it's quite satisfying to be like, go there. Yeah. So I think it would bug us if we went home or went to the North Island and we had one left. Yeah.
Stewart Island, I guess. But if we went back and there was only Stewart Island left,
would it frustrate you?
Yeah.
I think
Boy, and I want to fish the whole scratch map.
I bet you do.
If Harvey had his way, he'd scratch them all off now, right?
I think
and that's what I also have. Soon I'm going to kick you out the window.
Okay, just sit down. Just sit down, please.
It's that time of night now. No, don't.
You can sit there and read a book or jump down the back. I don't think it's feasible to take the caravan there, Stewart Island. So we were thinking we'd like research maybe going out there, maybe like somewhere you can stay for a couple of nights, or take the car out or whatever. So yeah.
No, we're not getting your cheeseburger.
Joking.
We're in the middle of nowhere too, mate. Do you want to grab your book? Grab your book from there.
I took my book up with me.
Okay, do you want to go back up and finish reading
I fished 2 times.
You finished it 2 times?
Yeah, pretty good goodies, and there's some cool stuff coming as well.
There's some really cool stuff on the way too, so we're excited to show you the rest of it. Yeah. It's going to be cool stuff.
And it's all been Chelsea as well, so this is her what's the word?
Her stuff.
Brainchild. I was going to say test tube, baby. Her brainchild. She's been contacting everyone, doing all that sort of stuff. So yeah,
it's been really fun. I've been getting in touch with all these people that we've either dealt with in the past or
hey, drink your beer.
Just talking to people and getting in touch. And,
drink your coffee. Drink your coffee.
Yeah, they're all like companies we've dealt with in the past, and like some of the sort of stuff you would have seen review videos for, and so yeah, kind of cool to just talk to people and yeah. So it'll basically be just quite.
Just stop now, then.
Yeah, you jump in bed and have a look at that. Someone's going to get a damaged one. No, just have a look.
Gentle.
Don't open the plastic thing. Yeah, it'll be good.
No, you're not to open it.
No.
We've also got a bit of a.
No.
You can open the box, but just don't open the plastic inside
don't,
the box.
Because it's got a sticker on it that runs down.
It's going to be a heap of filming, obviously, to film. We're probably just going to sit down one afternoon and do all the little, like, today's prizes, blah, blah, blah. And then schedule them all, obviously, because we're going to do 12 in a row. And you can go back as well. So if you watch day 5 and you didn't watch day 4, you just jump on day 4's video and comment down the bottom. So
as long as you enter before the draws are done on the 15th, then it's fine.
We'll have to say that in the things,
yeah.
So, yeah, pretty exciting. There you go. I didn't know you could do it in New Zealand. There's a company I follow in Aussie who do it, and it's been on my list for a long time.
It has been. You've talked about it for ages. Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no. Harvey, you can go shark cage diving in this Stewart Island.
Yeah.
No, like you can do it. You don't have to do it, but that's something
not
you can do.
But
oh no, now I'm gonna have to look into that. That's a definite, like, that's a bucket list, long-term bucket list thing on my list for sure.
That's also on my list too. Before I die, before I'm grounded. If anyone talks that way, then good.
Yeah, they are eating that decent prizes, those two.
And to get 2 of them is awesome.
There's 3 in the range, so that's the most expensive one. There's a couple of cheaper options. I think we've got the middle one in here, but yeah, cool little trackers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the dream, eh?
I don't think we're quite at the level where we get that freebie, but it would be nice. If anyone's watching.
Yeah. We're like getting recognised in the supermarket level.
Yeah. Not the. Well, I was going to say not the getting free stuff, but then we just showed you a bunch of free stuff that we got given. So for you guys, it's not for us.
I'm waiting for the day when I walk into a cafe and I order a coffee and they go, "Oh, your Adventures with Rosie. You're not paying for coffee here whenever you come in," and then we know we've made it. But, yeah. Catherine Harvey's been playing all afternoon. We took him to the playground. We went to the beach. We went to the playground here. He ran around the caravan. We thought we'd bath him as well. Thought that might knock him out.
We went fossicking for rocks on the beach, and he was lugging around a bucket full of rocks, and that didn't even tire him out. We did try.
Yeah.
And we even had ice cream.
Well, that kind of counteracted. I guess.
That's his idea, wasn't it? Greymouth. Hokitika is quite cool because there's a whole lot of greenstone that comes down the out of the mountains. You know, the rock here in New Zealand that gets made into carvings and stuff, and you can go down to the river mouth and just fossick for it. You get these bits that have been polished.
Yeah.
You go when the tide's changing, so like the waves are kind of like washing over it, and you see these beautiful green stones. So yeah, it's quite fun to walk around the beach.
Found a bunch of it.
Some neat stones down here. Yeah. Good question, Michael. The dock kiwi. There's a weird dead patch down here without a few in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done a couple down here because we did the gorge. There's one at Pancake Rocks as well, which we've already done. So we haven't actually found one for a little bit.
No, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Nelson was probably the last we did. Jimmy Lee Creek.
There'll be some down south for sure.
For sure. Mum, do you know this isn't only a pile of the things? Do you know that what was holding it up?
What?
The GPS tracker in the laundry thing.
I can't believe you told you guys where the GPS tracker is in here. Good question. Is that one? I put it in the car.
Oh yeah, like we've had some that have been like
that.
Yeah.
You can only fossick at the river mouth. Did it say for them? Like on the beach.
On the beach
stuff,
is fine. Yeah.
I don't think you can go up in the mountains and.
No, dock. You're not allowed to.
Yeah, you can't go up to the. So even in the gorge, you can't just take stones because it's dockland. But I think Chelsea read because we weren't sure because there's obviously iwi significance to the Pounamu, and they carve out of it, and it has big cultural significance. So we weren't sure, and then Chelsea found a website that says you can basically take out what you can carry on your person. So you can't in some of the shops here, like the main Greenstone shop area,
the Ngaitahu
one, they have these slabs in the window that are like this big, and they're cut in half. They're really neat. They're like these giant rocks cut in half, and you can see all that they've polished the bit they've cut in half. So you couldn't take that sort of thing out.
No, you have to be able to carry it without any assistance. So.
Yeah, but yeah, there's loads of it. A lot of it needs polishing though. It's kind of funny. It's green in the water, and then you take it out, and it kind of grays up.
Yeah, it goes grey when it's not wet. So you wouldn't. That's why they say go when the water's washing on the stones, because you can see the colour of it.
Yeah, Nick, that's pretty much what we read. Is that the iwi up the river, and obviously in the mountains and stuff, you just can't go and take.
Which is fair enough.
Yeah, but they do promote it here, like the eyesight and the shops are like. There's actually places you can go and carve it as well, so you can go out to the beach and get a piece, and then you can go. There's a shop where you can do your own carvings. You take your own rock and polish it and carve it there. So, it's one of those things in New Zealand you want to be a bit like, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't just want to be going and taking like,
respectful.
Respectful. That's the right word. Yeah, it's a cool spot, Rose. It's worth visiting. The gorge is like the water's incredible there. It's like this cloudy,
turquoise.
Turquoise. You go over these swing bridges, and it's like another planet up there. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and a really nice walk as well. Like the paths and everything are all really well kept. So.
Yeah, what is Harvey on tonight? I don't know.
Ice cream.
He had a chocolate trumpet. That's probably the.
And that's because I've been punching you and being mean to you.
What are you talking about? Go to sleep.
You go to sleep. I'm just about to go to sleep.
Oh, Mike, where have you been, mate? He bought a cool drone as well for to do one of those waterproof ones. You take the fishing lines out with it and stuff. That'd be really cool, Mike, for fishing down your for when you don't just want to surf cast or find a jetty. That'd be so awesome. Yeah, have a look at Greenstone, Romeo. It's big here in New Zealand.
Pounamu.
Pounamu, is kind of. There's a lot of kind of significance around the way it's carved. So you'll see a lot of people wearing Pounamu necklaces. and there's different kind of ways they're carved that mean different things. Chelsea's got some nice earrings somewhere.
Not wearing them tonight.
I bought her
got me some black Bunamo earrings.
Some nice long earrings. Yeah, she dropped one. She on the sink.
I wore it twice and then dropped one on the tiles in the bathroom.
And it snapped in half. But they fixed it, or they made another one, which is kind of cool. But it's normally like some dark green coloring.
Bad vibes coming out of that.
Oh no, Mike! Really?
Hopefully not too long.
We were actually we talked Inside Out in the last sort of week, and they were quite frustrated about lockdown and delays, and they were saying that all the various different parts of their process are getting delayed and just kind of adding to it.
Mum, Ruby has her blankets up there.
It's fine. It's quite hot.
Yeah,
she's alright.
It's quite hot in here.
Maybe I'm big, but the idea of the stuff.
Oh, here you go. June, August.
You can lie in there if you're quiet. Be careful with the stuff.
Early Christmas present for you then?
All I've got is
it's frustrating, eh?
Yeah. And my pillow. And then the square here. Okay,
Sorry, a bit chaotic tonight. You're right, Alan. We're really lucky to be able to travel at the moment. Like, what they're saying, Auckland coming out of lockdown and end of November, and Charles's parents in Te Awamutu, so that got all caught up in the Waikato lockdowns. So Chelsea's parents are in lockdown, and mine are, just in Taupo, so a little bit further south. But I don't know. I mean, we had no cases here for a year, right? And then we had 2 the other day in Christchurch. But yeah, definitely lucky, eh? Just lie down, dude. Grab a book or something. And I think as well, although the weather's been all over the place, it's really quiet here. Sorry.
Put my hand in.
Why don't you get one? I'm grabbing from your butt. Okay, you get one. Don't wake her up.
Don't need to wake her up.
It's been quiet everywhere. We went to.
If I wake up, it'll be an accident.
Okay, well, you jump back in bed. Oh.
Sorry. We went to Pancake Rocks, and we were the only people there. We went across the road to the cafe afterwards with the only people. Quiet. When the Ghost Town video, if you guys just watched that went up last night, I couldn't believe we were the only people up there. Just amazing. There's some of these places. The Gorge the other day, we went Wednesday afternoon to the Gorge. There was 2 cars in the car park, and we saw 4 other people. So definitely blessed to be able to travel at the moment. And feel for you guys up in Auckland, that's for sure. Yeah, I bet you're over it. Yeah, definitely, Mike. That is worth the visit up to that ghost town. It's cool.
It's really
nice. You could easily spend a day there, picnic. It's neat. Heaps of history up there. We have not had a look around Ross yet. We have not been further south. We'll stop tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, the traffic light system would be good, eh? And I looked today, the DHBs in Auckland are pretty close. Hopefully before Christmas, it's all kind of wrapped up. That's a good question. Could you grab my GoPro case out of that top cupboard? I'm really surprised it hasn't fallen off. That long, skinny one that looks like a glasses case. No, just there on the shelf.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
That one that got in.
He can play with it if he wants. As long as he's quiet. Here you go. There it is. So you can grab the basket if you want. You can play with it. So when you buy the GoPro, you get one of these little guys here. It's got a 3M sticky on the back, and it just GoPro slots into that. And when we first bought our caravan, I slapped one of these on the front, just above that front window. It has not moved in 2 years.
Yeah.
And they say they're rated for like over 100 kilometers an hour, apparently.
Yeah.
So I used to have like a little string on the GoPro and then like another dot for the surfing mounts you get these like little sticky dots. They're the same sort of thing. They got 3M on the back. And then you've got like this little tether. So if one pops off, you've still got one. But yeah, I'm really surprised. I don't think about it anymore. I can kind of see it in the rear vision mirror. Sometimes I check, but yeah. We have the Hero 9, so the 10 just came out. So yeah, it definitely would be a shame if it fell off.
Yeah.
The only time it actually fell off, we were on the ferry and I stuck it to the outside of the windscreen. I got one of those suction cup mounts, but the windscreen was dirty from all the salt water on the ferry crossing. I stuck it on. We started the car and pulled away, and then it just fell off, but it rolled down the bonnet. So yeah. And the only other,
very lucky.
yeah. Actually, the only other time we had an issue with it was we had it on the front windscreen on the outside, because sometimes if you put the GoPro on the outside, then you don't get that weird reflection off the windscreen. Put it on the outside, we're driving along filming, and then it just started to pour down with rain, and I turned the wipers on, and the wipers went up and jammed on the GoPro mount, and it got stuck on there. So the wipers got stuck like that, and they weren't going. So, and the suction still stayed on, surprisingly. So we'd like pull off the road really quickly and sort it out. But yeah.
You know what?
Oh, sorry, the jumped.
Yeah, that was really lucky.
Is there one in was there one in Blenheim?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Before Christchurch, yeah. Came down from the Te Awamutu cluster.
Yeah, TA represent. Chelsea's a proud Te Awamutian. How do you call yourselves?
Yeah.
When I call myself a stinky butt.
I think you're right, Nick. I definitely reckon that businesses are having a hard time.
Yeah.
So like where we were in Pancake Rocks, there's like a cafe across the road. You can tell like it's set up for
Large
tourists,
groups,
like tour buses. There's bus parking outside. There's tables for 200 people, you know, like inside and outside. And literally at like 2:00 on a Saturday afternoon, it's just us.
One other table, and that was it.
One other table having an ice cream, and we had a nice coffee. And so you can definitely tell that people must be feeling it. Campgrounds up here, because there's just not many of the rentals, and none of the, like, we've been staying some places. When we were staying at the Pancake Rocks, I talked to a local guy there who was coming down to swim each day, and he said like this car park you're in would be full by 10:00 in the morning. Like he said, vans, people, you know, clotheslines out, people cooking, and it's like
2 days and we were the only ones.
And we're the only ones there. Yeah, went to Greymouth, you know, the freedom camping there. There's like a couple of other people around, and it's like, yeah, it's it must be hard for anyone up and down this coast. Any of the tour guys
can pop out and I put this one back.
I know, just think it's really. You need to be sleeping, remember?
Yeah.
You're not getting more stuff out.
No,
sit down and quietly look.
That's so irritating. Get a motorhome and a couple trips. You could go and camp, I guess, on the weekend, innit? But yeah. And Catherine, you're West Auckland, yeah, must be over it.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much the going to parks thing was a constellation, or I don't know. Yeah. It's funny down here because there's a lot of people we've noticed that aren't wearing masks or aren't bothered by it, eh?
Yeah.
But I think
people just don't seem to be concerned down here, because although now that there's cases in Christchurch,
might change.
Yeah.
I went to the supermarket yesterday, or when we first found, or maybe it was Friday. What's the day? It's Friday today. Went yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah.
And that was when they first found out about the Christchurch cases, and the lady here said at the supermarket said there was like queues out the door that day at the supermarket here because people were like panic buying, thinking we're going into another lockdown. And then as soon as the 1 o'clock announcement came along and they said, "Oh, we're not going into lockdown," people just like chilled out and went home. So, yeah. Yeah. What a shame. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens. Yeah. Seems like vaccinations are the way. I don't know if you.
Harvey, just stop, mate.
Do I deal with it?
Go up to bed, please, bud.
Go, come on.
I don't want to go up.
You can't sit quietly, then you go up to bed.
I don't want to come
I don't know. It seems like if you're pro-vax or anti-vax or unsure or whatever, it just seems like that's got to be the way it's going to go, right? I don't know.
Prepare to get some hate from
it. Oh, I mean, each to your own. If, whatever you think, make your own decision. I'm not going to judge, but that definitely seems to be the direction that things are moving, right?
Yeah.
Especially when we're told, hey, you can come out of lockdown when we get to 90%, then it's like, well, yeah. I think ideally it would be nice if everything kind of chilled out by Christmas, but I guess we'll see. Oh, look at that big question from Mike.
What did it say?
We are going to keep traveling.
Yeah.
For at least quite a while in the first part of the year. Harvey's got school. He's enrolled. He's itching to go to school. So I think our ideal plan would be to go home for a bit, regroup. We want to try and buy some land. We want to try and live a bit simpler, be a bit more self-sufficient, have free-range-ish kids that still go to school and still have friends and that, not move into the bush and disappear, but we want to go home and try and find that happy medium of this life and our old life, I suppose you could say. Do you reckon?
Yeah. As much as we love doing what we're doing currently, it's probably not sustainable for us long term. Yeah, it's hard. Though we figure we'll have done the South Island. We'll be going back to Taupo eventually next year, and that is there's a lot of the North Island we haven't seen yet.
There's a lot on our scratch map.
We're going to be in the perfect spot to do smaller trips. Throughout the island. As we go, rather than it being a whole concentrated effort like this has been to come down here and see it all in one go. We'll be able to take our time and go to places and spend a bit more time there because we're based in the middle, basically. So everything's within a couple of hours driving, right?
Yeah, so I think we'll try and work towards that happy medium of this lifestyle and what we've loved about this year. There's also things about this year that have been quite difficult, not having family around. Obviously
and friends as
cousins,
well,
not seeing friends as much as we can stay in contact with them, this way and messenger and all sorts of that aspect of it is quite difficult.
And we would have thought that it wouldn't be an issue for the kids, but even at the age Harvey's at now, he misses his friends, and they're all going to be starting school at probably the same school that he's going to at the same time as what he would be starting at, and it just kind of feels like it would be doing him a disservice if we didn't get back for that so that he could join in too. He's been Skyping them and keeping in touch, but
excuse me.
It's not the same when you're 4.
Yeah, so that's kind of we're kind of aren't putting any of that into action now because we want to enjoy the rest. I mean, we've still got a good 6 months down here at this stage, so that's kind of our rough idea. So we want to just have a great 6 months, and then I don't think we'd be able to go home, or I don't think I'd be able to go home anyway and just fall back into not to say our lifestyle was terrible before. We had quite a good balance of time with the kids, but
there were things about it that just didn't gel with us, and there's things that I don't know. I feel like we've changed this year.
I think it'd be hard not to change. Yeah. I think if we can just like, we'll just put some of the stuff in this year we like into practice. I guess is the idea. Our house back in Topol that we built that we're renting out at the moment. We don't have any like gardens, or we don't have space for a trampoline, or kids couldn't ride the bikes on the property. It's like, it's a nice house. It's in a good part of town, but it
was good for the stage of life we were at. We didn't want to spend our weekends doing property maintenance because we wanted to be out traveling.
Yeah.
And we were also planning on having the kids, and we didn't, we knew we were going to be busy, and we didn't want property to take up all our time. So we got something low maintenance.
Yeah.
And now we want some room for the kids to run around. So.
Yeah. Let's grow some veggies, pop some solar up somewhere, get some chickens, that sort of thing. But still
shave our armpits.
Put shoes on, that sort of thing. Yeah. That's the rough idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. Obviously land's real expensive, which sucks. So yeah. Super loose plan, I know.
Yeah, we're still going to be traveling for a bit, and then we'll figure it out when we get home, right?
We also want to learn to sail. I guess he wants to learn to sail as well, apparently. So yeah. Hope that answers your question.
Yeah. What is it?
Yeah, Amy, you guys made it all the way up to Northland, didn't you? Staying around Nelson when we were there.
What does it say?
Hey, no, quiet now, please. You need to be going back up to bed.
What does the word say?
Netgaze DJ Osmo. Yeah, cool.
What's that one say?
Osmo is cool. I like the Osmo. I like the DJI products. They're cool. I used to have the original Osmo with the camera on it years ago. What you can get out of a GoPro, even, not the iPhone, whatever. I've got 7, but, some of the iPhones are amazing. Nowadays for quality, you'll see a lot of people filming on them. I jumped.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's funny. Robert in your message and said something about the earthquakes. I don't know if it's because we're on wheels. I bit my tongue as I said that. Sounded a bit weird. Wheels. But no, I've not felt an earthquake all year.
No, neither.
Well, then we also went to the earthquake house, right?
We did. When we were in Papa, we went to the earthquake.
You're right, Alan. It is odd. It's
It's kind of bittersweet because it's nice for us traveling.
Yeah.
Because no one else is around, but it's you do feel for the businesses. It's just not great.
And it's kind of this weird thing with us and you guys as well to be like, look at all the fun we're having and watch our fun, watch all the cool times, and you guys are locked down
inside.
It's kind of it's hard to find a good balance of that. I have that's interesting, Rose. Not seen motorhomes. We've not seen many of the rentals there's actually one here tonight, but you drive past the Christchurch airport and they've got a big fenced car parking area, and there must be 500 of those things in there, like just rows and rows of camper vans. So a bit sad. Whole Queensland, eh? Chris, Kaiteri was quite busy over winter. It was funny because in lockdown there was probably a good 40 camper vans in here, 30 or 40, but it didn't feel very busy.
Everyone was kind of spaced out.
And as soon as we dropped to level 2, that beach was like full. That weekend, it was kind of funny, like picnics, fish and chips, the boats were in. It was like, okay, there we go. Kind of. Motrick is an odd one because on a Sunday, Motrick is quite quiet, eh?
Oh, just nothing opens on the weekends for the most part anyway. I don't know if it was like that before COVID or what, but it's always been like that when we've been there.
Yeah. Nick, sorry, so joined a bit late. We're in Hokitika, which is West Coast. If you're not from New Zealand, if you are, sorry, state the obvious. We're just kind of making our way down the West Coast jump back over to Wanaka for a bit, Mount Cook, and then Tekapo. So we're going to kind of, it's the wrong, do it reverse. Meeting my parents in a month's time in Cromwell. They've hired a motorhome, 10 days, I think, eh? And we're going to do Queenstown and Milford with them. So yeah, just so they can catch up with the kids and stuff. Yeah. And they've never been around that area, so we've got that kind of date in our plans. We've got a month to kind of get there. That's our target. Yeah. I wondered about the picnic idea.
Yeah.
I just want to
balance. Spot on. If you're talking about life balance, I think I wouldn't say like either is perfect. Like I think
there's ups and downs for each.
Yeah. I think one thing we didn't expect this year, I didn't think about, was the downtime. Like, you know, say when we just had Harvey, right? Pre-girls, like he would go to daycare twice a week in home care, and you had that like guaranteed, or Chelsea did anyway because I was working, but you had that 5.
I was working then too.
Oh, true, you were too, yeah. Hey, you were. That's
even right. Before he went to daycare, I was trying to work and look after him.
We had that 5 hours, that we knew twice a week, 5 hours here. We're going to do this.
That was when I'd get my work done.
Yeah. And even like my mum and dad, they lived just around the corner from us, so they were like, Mum will come over and take the girls or watch the girls, so one of us can do something.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's like,
or just one-on-one time with the other kids. So
yeah, true.
They'd watch the girls so I could hang out with Harvey for a bit without them. Or they'd watch Harvey so I could go do something with the twins. And, you know, like it was just...
Or like a sleep-in. One of us would take the kids downstairs, you know, on a Saturday morning and do breakfast. The other one sleeping. We'd swap the next day. And that sort of stuff is...
No. And if I want someone, I just get a blanket. Just get one of my blankets off my bed. Get my pillow, run downstairs, hop on the couch, sit there if you come to wake me up.
Yeah. Yep, whatever he says, yeah. So yeah, you're right. I think there's a better balance. Don't get me wrong, like this lifestyle is awesome. It's just a little different from like a weekend away, like the full time, and you'll learn this, Mike and Co, and next year. It's a different kind of shift in your mental load of like going to a new place is cool, but then it also like, where's the supermarket? Where's the dump station? Where do we get fresh water?
Yeah.
Where can I swap the gas bottle? Where's the laundromat? Is it any good? Is it expensive? Is it a cheap laundromat? There's that sort of thing you don't think about when you're home, because you know your cafes, you know your supermarket you go to.
You've got water on tap.
You've
got your washing machine.
Taps. Yeah. So it's just kind of a different shift. It's like, and then the kind of cool thing is if you go back around to another place, like we kind of went to Westport and then out and then Westport and back again. Each time we went back to Westport, not even Westport, what am I talking about? Greymouth. We knew, okay, cool. We got a countdown there. We got this laundromat. We know it's open these hours. So it's a weird kind of shift in your thinking, I guess, from day to day. So there's definitely a bit of balance for sure.
But then it's kind of funny revisiting those places as well, because you don't have the drive to get out and explore it. You get there and you're like, okay, we've been here, we've done, you know, this, and this, and we've had a look around and it's fine, we've done that. And then when you come back there again another time, you're a bit like, oh, let's just chill for a bit. It's just, you know, we're not missing out on heaps. We've done a lot here already. So it's kind of a different vibe when you look back around to somewhere a second time, right?
It's also real tempting to do lots every day and kind of get a bit burnt
when you're going
out.
to new places each time, it's like, okay, well, if we've got 3 days here, let's pack it all in, let's get it done.
Yeah.
And then you're just knackered all the time.
Yeah. Alan, meals are fine. We all eat together at 5 o'clock, 5:30. We eat pretty early for the kids, but no. Although Chelsea and I obviously don't get to go out.
No, we don't.
For
really
meals
do.
And that sort of thing.
We don't do restaurant dinners A
kids.
lot.
Yeah. There's no such thing as date night in the caravan, really. Yeah, buy a section next to Travelling K. Yeah, film each other over the fence. You reckon Romeo go hippie?
I'm not there yet.
Yeah, look at these soft hands, man. These are keyboard hands. I'm gonna have to learn how to. Yeah. Oh, you go. Study boy doesn't shave his armpits. Yeah, neither do I.
Even Daddy and Mummy has hairy.
Oh,
Hairy necks.
Hairy what?
Hairy teeth. Hairy teeth. Hairy jaw.
I didn't know where that was going.
You got a hairy jaw, apparently.
Hairy leg.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, read your book.
I did not know where that was going. I was like, oh, what is coming out of that mouth?
Did you get the whole basket of stuff to play with?
Can I get it?
Yeah, Milford. We're looking forward to Milford for sure.
Daddy.
Yeah, Mum will grab it. Could you grab that basket from over there? It's quite heavy, I think.
Okay. It's that whole basket.
Tiano looks beautiful. That drive to Milford looks amazing.
You can take the drink bottle thing.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that.
You can take this. This is the blue tape.
Hey, just quiet while you go through
this
that.
And this camera.
Just stop.
Just give him my box of GoPro accessories. Yeah, Mike, the summer camp. Hey, I've heard you talk about the Camp America. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to go to the States first. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Chris, you saw them at the airport as well. Even like Whedon's is probably quiet at the moment, is it? Yeah, it's good. Yeah, Mum's funny. She's coming down, and you know I haven't seen my parents. Oh, I mean, we did go home actually. Sorry, when my dad wasn't well, but Mum's like, oh, you guys have to have some time off. They have to have a date night, and we kind of feel bad because they're here for like 10 days, and they've come down to visit us, and then
they want to travel and see stuff around there as well. It's not like it's just.
We're gonna dump our kids on them and go out to the movies or something. Yeah.
No, I thought you were going to move, so I'm definitely coming.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, the resharing. I don't think it'll be too hard when we get home.
No.
To palm them off for a little bit.
I think everyone will enjoy
it. You can guarantee that. You will not see him again on a live stream. Oh, Daniel, what are you talking about? That's a GoPro chest mount he's playing with.
Mount. Oh my gosh.
Oh, this grandma.
Hey, don't wake the girls up.
No.
Our kids just repeat everything, don't they? You get that age where we have to be careful what we say around them.
Yeah, you do, or I'll just repeat it at you.
Yeah.
Don't know if the microphone picked that up. Mike, that Camp America, Mike, is that one you do a couple of months, and then the kids come and go each week? Is that right? Is that how they normally work?
I think so, yeah.
That'd be a blast. I reckon those Camp Americas would be cool.
Yeah.
We'd like to go back and see Chelsea's family.
We would.
Cousins and stuff one day. But the same sort of thing. You don't want to be quarantined or
get stuck over somewhere and not be able to get
imagine
back.
You're stuck there. Yeah. We are planning to stay at least 6 more months. Harvey's birthday is the start of April. He'll be 5. He's got loads of friends there. He had his last birthday in the caravan with just the 5 of us, and the birthday before that was in lockdown. So we kind of feel like we owe him a birthday party. So yeah, I think we'll aim for that.
A birthday party at gymnastics.
Yeah.
I reckon I deserved it, right?
Depends how the rest of this live goes.
Yeah, you deserve it, mate. Yeah, the kids.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of funny though. I think
I'm setting up a camera shop.
Okay, you set it up. I think their tolerance for like physical activity's gone up, eh? Because if we were at home and we went out for a walk for a couple hours, he would sleep like a rock.
Yeah.
But we can go,
and he would whinge the whole time.
Yeah, but we can go do 3-4 kilometer walk, and he just comes back and it's like he hasn't been for a walk. So yeah. Hey, look, Harvey, Veronica's here. She said, "Hi, Harvey, you're funny." Veronica's Harvey's old
home-based carer.
Home-based carer, yeah. We palmed him off twice a week to Veronica.
And I'm just setting up a camera shop.
You gonna say hi to Veronica?
Oh, shop.
I'm just telling Veronica that now.
Oh, okay.
We were talking today, Veronica, actually, that's funny. We were talking about palming the twins off to you when we get back.
if you've got two spaces.
Yeah. Harvey was telling the girls all about Sky's toys and every toy you've got and all the Duplo, and she's got this rubbish truck that does that and the plane that does that, and the girls are quite excited.
And but then they said the girls can't, and then they made him say, "Oh, you so yes."
Oh, there you go. Staff for 12 weeks. Kids in your role. Cool.
Wow, that would be so neat.
What an awesome experience.
Yeah.
12 weeks. I mean, that seems like a long time, but it'd be a bit of a blast, I reckon.
Yeah.
And then you have a common food pays for itself. Wouldn't have many other expenses, right?
No.
Yeah, the next live. Just leave Harvey to it, eh? Although we don't want you guys to just talk to him without us there. We don't know what he'd say.
Yeah, we've got a fair idea, and that's what's worrying.
How's your camera shop, mate? What you got for sale?
These aren't for sale. They're for free.
Oh, they're free. The best kind of shop.
Great. Economics 101 over there.
I'm looking what's inside it. Now I'm taking. I'm seeing all the bits that you need for it.
He could be our roving reporter. Yeah, it's quite funny, Alan, because we don't have it's kind of odd in the caravan, because you don't have those like chores in the evening, so you're a bit more lax with bedtimes, eh?
Yeah.
Like he was up to 9:30 last night with Chelsea just reading books, but
I really like that time with him though. It's quite nice. We don't have the twins pestering us for a bit.
There's
it's bad to say, but it's nice having just one-on-one.
Because it's quite easy to clean the caravan as well. There's this kind of nice time in the evening where you turn like a few of the LED lights on, and then the caravan's spotless, and you either read or like I edit, and it's kind of nice. It's like
it's calm.
It's calm. You don't have like a messy kitchen. It's easy to mess up, but it's just as easy to clean. So it's just as quick to clean. So it's I really like that time of evening where it's like it's even like, especially when it's raining and stuff, it's like a cool.
It's the only time the caravan's clean, right? Because as soon as the kids are awake,
right.
It's like boom again.
That's true. Yeah, it's quite nice. There's something quite nice about just sitting there and going cool. Because we don't really watch the TV much in here.
But then let's start watching it then.
We feel like we've got all this free time, or this kind of kids are in bed, maybe 8:30, and it's like, cool, dishes are done, laundry you can't do, you have to go to the laundromat. Often we'll do like shopping or something in the evening. One of us will do tanks or whatever, but it's quite nice. So yeah, I'm not so worried unless he's bugging you guys. Yeah, what do you reckon? Does your patience? Not that one. Sorry. Do your patience go up with kids? I think yes and no.
Yeah.
The personal space.
Yeah.
I
don't know if that's just the age that the twins are at the moment, but they
love to be on Chelsea. Like she sits in this bed behind her, guarantee like one of them will be.
Or both of them will be like punching each other to see who can get on my lap quickest. Like,
yeah, you having older
the
kids. The
smackdowns those two have, honestly, just
yeah,
they are brutal with each other. They're brutal, and it's often directed at who can get to me the quickest.
Yeah, it'll be a bit easier with the older kids, Mike, for sure. Especially if they can go to their bunks and they got their own space, and but you definitely need to figure out that like how you give the other person downtime. Like one takes kids to the playground, or like even if I go grocery shopping on my own at night, I feel like that's downtime, because it's like headphones on.
Look what I found! I found three batteries and these can big.
Yeah, that's
you don't think you use these kind of batteries anyway, do you?
Oh, question about towing. Yeah, you got a slightly heavier caravan than us too. It's fine. It's our only experience with towing before this was Chelsea. We used to go to the markets. Chelsea had she used to make kids clothing, and we had a little trailer. I don't even know how big it was. 6 foot maybe.
Yeah, think about that.
Well, you know that like little one you'd see at a petrol station style trailer. And yeah, that was it. And those are really annoying to reverse as well, because they single axle. They're not as docile.
We'd have to reverse it down. Our driveway was on a hill, down into the garage.
We'd take 10 attempts to wiggle it back down. That was kind
and
of
it was a one lane road to get to the driveway, so there wasn't a lot of room for maneuvering. So that was our learning.
I was a bit worried on the motorway when we first picked it up in Auckland and drove on the motorway. But I wouldn't. A month later, you wouldn't think about it, eh? Like, you just kind of get into that rhythm when you're driving of like taking stuff slightly wider, or coming into the driveway wider, or slightly around a caravan, a roundabout or something, just that little bit wider. But no, I think because you guys have did you get a Hilux? I can't remember what you got, but no, you won't. Oh, we hardly. The caravan's there, like power up a hill, you'll feel the reduction in power. But
I typically don't drive with the caravan attached, but I did the other day just to. I need to do it more. Yeah. That's what I discovered, is because it felt like I need some practice.
I think as well.
I usually just leave it to Bronson. But.
Yeah, I think it's fine. You won't, and I wouldn't be put off by people saying like places like the Takaka Hill. Like people go, it's terrible to tow over. Don't do it. A car blew up, and you just take that stuff slow. Yeah. I mean, you've got the nice suspension on the caravan, so like, it's fine. Especially with the towing mirrors, because they're pretty much as wide as the caravan, so you're not gonna hit much. I wouldn't worry about it, and I wouldn't be put off going like up into the Marlborough Sounds or like gravel roads, or if you've got no
as long
deadline,
as and as long as you can turn it around at the other end, then you're fine.
Yeah,
you don't want to be going down a no exit road where you've got no space at the end to get a background.
And because you got the caravan, you just day trip, right? So that's
Look, I made a gun shoots power at you.
Oh, power gun. Yeah. Just do the day trips. Do those trickier trips in the car. Yeah.
And if I shoot you with power out of one of these batteries, you have to become my servant, and you be one by power.
Servant, okay. Oh. Yeah, she is Ellen, isn't she? I agree. Got a lot more patience than I do.
I don't know about that.
That's a really solid point, actually, Shannon. It's all about how you load them. Yeah. We've not had ours kind of fishtail or walk around. Our tanks are up the front. If we have empty freshwater up the front, so we have kind of one just in front of the axle and another tank forward of that, and then our grey tank's right down the back, maybe a foot in from the back. If we have a full grey tank and empty freshwater tanks, I definitely feel the movement. But there's crazy videos of those little cars on the treadmills where they load them up differently, and it's I'd yeah, you need to watch your weight. Although the payloads in those inside out RVs are crazy. Like I can't remember, it's like 800 kg plus or something, is it? But yeah, you'll be fine. Yeah, it's not too bad. I thought I had something profound to say at the end there, but I just said you'll be fine. So I don't know. Yeah, you're right, Chris, about those fifth wheels. Although some fifth wheels are quite light. I talked to a guy actually who owned one because we toyed with the idea, because obviously you get more space, slide outs, island beds, that sort of thing in a fifth wheel. I talked to a guy who said they're actually not that bad to reverse because the pivot points, over the truck. Also because a lot of that is over the truck, you're not actually huge. But I don't know. There's campgrounds we've been to where the trees have brushed the top of our caravan. Places like Polaris Bridge, I remember that was like trees. You just wouldn't get a fifth wheel down there.
Yeah, even some of the bigger, like top tens, we've struggled squeezing our one in. I wouldn't want to do it with anything bigger.
Yeah. It's always a bit nerve-wracking. I think the thing is as well, you kind of get used to the way you drive. You drive a bit sort of smoother. You don't want to floor it, and then you get the caravan fighting the car. You don't want to brake hard because then obviously the caravan brakes kick in, and then they can lurch. They can kind of lurch around. So you just kind of get. It might be a little bit more annoying for people, but say if you're coming to a 50k area, you want to you can let the caravan and you're braking gently kind of, take you down to 50k's rather than like 100k's brake 50, So you just kind of get into a different style of driving, but we wouldn't think twice about it now of going over any hills or anything. Just whack the caravan on and away we go. It was a Hilux, was it? Yeah, it'll be fine. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, Study Boy. I've never heard him think you are already his servant. Yeah. Oh, Rose, I think we talked on Facebook about the Alpha Wolves, Alpha Wolves are American, and there's a company here that are importing them, We saw one at a campground once. Yeah, not bad. So you're going to get that one. The only thing I'd be worried about with anything American is if you get the same level of service or parts, or sometimes stuff needs to be converted. You'll see some of those come in the country and then they have to be rewired. I know my uncle bought a big got one of those bus like Winnebagos, like a diesel pusher Winnebago, or might have been petrol. And I remember him saying that there was some of it's 110 volts, not 240 volts. So you got to get some stuff rewired to be compliant here. But yeah. Nothing anymore, Van's been really solid this year, except Harvey broke a locker, so that our lockers fold down and they have these 3 little hinges on the bottom. And I've always said to him, lower the door down, don't drop it, let it swing. And he dropped it, let it swing, and one of the hinges broke. So that's a problem for when we get home. It's a small children.
Yeah. I always knew it was.
And the water heater.
The water heaters. I need to sort that out. I think I said that last stream. The water heaters in these caravans for this specific year got recalled, or they need to be checked. There's a check that needs to happen, so we need to sort that out. Yeah, you're 100%. Airbags, help levelers. Some people use the WDH, the weight distribution hitches, as well, and I don't know a lot about them. I think it's just all about taking your time. It's you shouldn't be. We don't ever want to be in a rush to go anywhere. Be aware of who's behind you, so you can pull over and let people past. But yeah, I'd say don't be in a rush. And once our hot water heater just kicked in, just as we talked about it. Like Bevan's saying, it's about the weight, right? You load all that. If you load weight in the back, you'll get that scary fishtailing that'll just pull the car around. Like you don't ever want that. And also, if your brake control is adjustable, Mike, I don't know what sort of brake controller you're getting. You can get some you fit in your car, which are awesome, and you can adjust them on the fly. We went for a cheaper one, and it's on our drawbar. So we adjust it and leave it. And we kind of found a sweet spot for it. But I have heard from people, like, if you're going over a big range of hills, you can dial in the car your brakes and maybe give the Caravan more brake. You obviously don't want it pushing you, but at the same time, you don't want it pulling you either when you brake. So, yeah, it's and if in doubt, if you're going over a big hill or something, just don't fill up with water. Just fill up when you get somewhere. Keep a bit in your tanks to stop and have a coffee at lunch, and then you don't need to, like, I imagine Inside Out RV put decent sized tanks. And
yeah, they do.
You don't need 200 kgs of water. Like, that's a lot of weight, right, to have in. So unless you're going somewhere with no water, obviously.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, sometimes we've needed.
Yeah, but if you know you're going somewhere that's got water, then just
fill up when you get there.
Fill up when you get there. Yeah, save a bit of fuel. Yeah. Hey, Matt and Jay.
Hi.
Pronounce that Port Macquarie. Hi.
It's been fine, right? There's no leaks, no rust.
No.
Nothing.
I keep looking at my pimple. I can't believe that. Look at it. It's huge.
No, it's been fine. No weather issues. Even the awning, we've been surprised. Like, quite often we'll put it out when it's raining. We'll put the awning out just to keep the rain off the doorstep.
Can't open the door if it's warm and raining. Yeah.
And then we've,
rolled it up.
Yeah, retracted it when it's still wet and forgotten about it for a few days, and then rolled it out a couple of days later, and it's there's no mold or everything's just built to handle it. Doesn't seem to be having any issues.
Yeah, it's actually been quite it's been quite good.
Yeah,
we just had a few sort of small issues at the start, cupboard latches and stuff that didn't line up, and
nothing major,
just minor stuff, and got it all resolved before we went out on the road, and then it's been fine. No issues.
No, nothing that's been like deteriorating or anything. It's all pretty good.
The only thing we had was when we left. I freaked out when we left Kaiteri after wintering over there. The indicators weren't working when I plugged the Caravan in. And I realized there was a bunch of spider webs in the plug in the car, so I just blew them out and they were fine. But no, it's been good this year, actually. We kind of had all our warranty issues before we went on the road full time, which was awesome because, that's kind of what I think. Even the Caravan people say that, like Jaco Christchurch say.
Wait. Remember that time that we waited outside and you went into that orange place?
That's Alliance RV. Yeah, when we were getting it serviced. Yeah, in Tauranga. Even the Caravan people say, like, if you buy one, stay the night, your first night at a local campground, test it all out, get used to all the systems and everything, and then
there's so many moving parts in them, right? There's bound to be issues with new vans.
A lot of systems.
Doesn't matter where you're getting it from. There's it's going to be stuff that's not quite 100%. So, and
because stuff moves as well, so like we have a couple of that kind of fixed itself. We had a drawer that didn't latch for a while.
It's come around again.
So something either like the tongue or the latch moved, and then I just realized that's come right. Yeah, so just moving around. The brake control in vehicle just drives down and set then highway speed and adjust. Yeah, I kind of wish we did that. We didn't realize that we had to purchase a brake controller separately because I didn't even know about brake controllers, to be really honest with you.
We were complete caravan newbies, but we just...
It was like a week before we bought today, and they said, oh, what brake controller do you want? Here's the options. And we were like, oh, we just spent a ton of money on a new caravan. What's the cheapest brake controller? The other downside, I think, to the ones in the car is they said we have to have your car for half a day or whatever to wire it in. And we had to drive 4 hours to go and get the caravan, so we would have...
With 1-month-old twins.
That's right. So we just didn't... We said, no, fit it to the van. We'll just pick the caravan up and then leave, sort of thing. But maybe in hindsight, it would have been good. Although where we kind of set it seems to be fine for most things. Yeah.
Although we did just have to have the brakes redone on our car, so maybe that's why. Or maybe we don't have it quite dialed in right.
Oh, it is the law. Yeah, I've heard that actually. Yeah, doesn't it change in different states as well, or is that? Or maybe I'm thinking of chains. It's a good idea. Yeah. Hey guys, we're from Kaitaia and planning to live on the road. Cool.
Awesome.
7 meter.
Oh.
You can answer that.
Oh.
I don't know. Personal space?
Yeah. Maybe
wet days?
Yeah. Yeah, the kids definitely act up when they've been cooped up inside for a bit. But, you know, if you've got all your wet weather gear with you, you'll be fine. You just get out in the rain anyway and get fresh air. But probably just being away from friends and family. Sometimes the mental load of being in different places all the time gets a bit much, like we were talking about before, how you get to a new town and you've got to find, okay, where's the dump station? Where can I get potable water from? Where do I do my gas tanks? Where's the supermarket? Where's the laundromat? You know, where are we staying tonight?
And also, like we're kids.
Where are kids? Yeah, Harvey wants to know, where are the kids?
Where's the playground?
Where's the kids? Where can I
all
make
that
friends?
important stuff, yeah. Where do we get groceries? Where's the playground? Bit of an adjustment in a small space, which you'll realize quite quickly, like cooking dinner and kids are under your feet, or
if you've overpacked, it's really frustrating. It really gets on my nerves. We actually just sent a bag full of stuff back home.
You want to have a home for everything. I think you don't want to be shuffling stuff around. We do a little bit of that here, like I'll have like all my computer gear in one of the bunks during the day, like in the afternoon, then I'll put it on the table at night, and then I'll
it's really frustrating. So just take like anything that you need that you've forgotten that you've left at home, you can buy when you're on the road if you really need it. Just pack less. Really, it's just really bugs me.
But it might be a bit easier with the older kids. We just have clingy 2-year-olds, which is fine, but 2 of them, sorry. Mike, we are probably April-ish at this stage. And then
we're trying to be home for Easter.
Well,
that's what I remember reading, Bevan. So they have if you're swerving out of control, you have to have a way to stop it. So you can whack the thing on and lock the brakes up on the caravan, and it'll pull you to a stop. Yeah, makes sense. 7 meters. Yeah, Amy's in a big bus, aren't you? Yeah, well, we're 19. This is a 19-foot caravan, so just a bit small.
Yeah. It's doable. It's definitely doable.
Yeah, I reckon so. And you'll find yourself living outdoor a lot more, especially in the summer. Winter's a bit more. Yeah.
That was a bit of a adjustment as well when we first went on the road. How much time you actually spend outside compared to when we're at home.
Yeah.
You know, even on nice days when you're at home, you like open the doors and the windows up, but you still
sit
inside.
On the couch. Yeah. It's cool. It's good. It's good for you, isn't it? Bit of fresh air.
Yeah.
Good question, Cameron. We don't have air conditioning. We have a random switch up here that is apparently labeled AC, but we didn't order it. I think in Aussie they do it by default, but
We've never really needed it. We use sometimes in the summer if it's really hot, little USB plug fans just to circulate the air, and that cools it down enough. It's never been painful.
Yeah, we don't. No, I mean, if you get a slight breeze and you open all the vents in a window, you're away laughing. So we had some hot nights though in summer, I think. But
yeah, we were in Blenheim for a bit, and there was like a hot wind blowing, which was was weird. It just felt like a heater blowing on you all the time. But
yeah,
for the most part, it's fine.
It's and I think to the AC maybe in these caravans you have to be on 240 volt power, right? You have to be hooked up. So unless you're in campgrounds, or you've got a decent lithium setup and that you can run some AC off, then we wouldn't actually be able to use it that often. Oh, it's been an hour 40. Maybe we should call it. I'm getting a bit tired. There you go. Harvey Mike said his kids don't want to travel full time in the caravan because they'll miss school. They'll have fun though, eh?
Yeah.
What do you like about traveling in the caravan?
Just going to playground, that's what I'm liking.
Just going to playgrounds. There you go. You got every playground in New Zealand. Oh. Yeah, that warm wind, Chris. It freaked us out when we were in Blenheim and it was like hot. we were parked in the sun as well, and we moved the caravan under the trees because it was way too hot. Yeah, thanks, Cameron. It's cool. I think I think as much as Harvey wants to go to school, I think he'll get something out of this year, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he won't go to school, no.
Oh, there you go. He doesn't want to go to school anymore. Just changed.
I don't think he will. In the first place, I didn't actually want to even.
Oh, I think you should go to bed. It's 10 past 10.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys have a great evening. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, we'll go get this boy to bed, I think.
No, I don't want
to. Nick asked, what's your favourite playground ever?
Blenheim.
Yeah, Blenheim. Has it kind of look like these big acorns there in the sky.
Yeah.
And you climb up. Quite cool. Yeah, that ice cream. 10 o'clock, it's wearing off. Yeah. Thanks for joining us. Next video will be the West Coast, of course. They've all been. Pancake Rocks, Lake Brunner. Just some good fun in the sun and good freedom camping and stuff. So it should be out this weekend depending on how late I stay up. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you. We'll do another live chat in a fortnight.
Yeah. We'll have some more prizes to show you.
Prizes to show you, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
You going to go to bed now? You want to come say goodbye to everyone?
I'll say it now. Bye.
There you go. Have a good evening. See ya.
See ya.
Mom,